A bee just flew into the window. Hello, all you lovely internet people. My name is LashofSnow, and I hope you're all very well. Today's video is my June 2019 favourites. As you all well know, I have now moved to Finland and I now live here. So I decided to do a favourites of things I've been eating, drinking, using during the previous month. My last one was May favourites. It was a bit odd because it wasn't edited and it was kind of tagged on to the end of another video. So this is a standalone video of what I have been enjoying during the month of June. So we have 3 food items, 1 drink, and 1 service, which is something new, a service. So we will start with the food. The first one up is this. This is the Pirkka Tonikala pizza. It's a very basic pizza from the cheap store brand from the K group. Actually, Pirkka is K Market's, K group's cheap versions, while S Market has Rainbow. These are very basic pizzas. This was like €2.49, but we were blew away by just the sheer quality of this. The crust, you may not be able to see it here, but I did take pictures of when I edit. I will flash those up on the screen while I'm talking. The crust on this was quite incredible. It was crunchy, it was quite big. For a cheap pizza, you weren't expecting too much from it. You know, it was going to be a very basic, something to fill a hole type thing. It was so good, in fact, there was, believe it or not, more tuna fish on this than a calzone. I can't remember the exact name, but it was the calzone type thing from Gotti Pizza that we got the first time. It was just filled with lettuce and there was barely any fish in it at all. But the Pirkka cheap version has so much more on it. It is an incredible pizza for the value. As I said, $2.49. It was quite cheap, very basic. But I would highly recommend it if, of course, you like pizza and you like tuna fish. If you do, get yourself to a K Market and get it bought. The next food items, the last 2 food items, kind of go together. So I will kind of talk about them together, if that makes sense. Firstly, are these Fatser Juusto Sampula. These are effectively cheesy baps, and back in the UK we got these as well, but there's something a bit different about these. They just taste so good. An extra little favourite of mine during June was egg whites, boiled egg whites to be exact, and I would eat quite a lot of the egg whites with these. Believe me, it just tasted ridiculously good, combined with some cheese. Unbelievable. So as I said, this was one, the Juusto Sampula. Maybe saying that second word wrong. But to go along with it is this Valio Oivarini, or Oivarini. Basically olive oil butter. Now, I never really bothered with it too much before when I was here. If it was there, I would use it, but we would normally have used just Rainbow margarine. It was very basic, straightforward. It did what it had to do. It just had to moisten some bread. But then a few weeks back, I started to use this because I seen loads of it in the fridge here. I just decided to put it on some rye bread, and good God, it did not need anything else. This was tasty enough. Obviously it's butter, but it has olive oil. It's quite salty, but it is fantastic. So since I tried it a few weeks ago, I have been using it pretty much non-stop. As you can understand, this goes well with this. And this is one I have prepped earlier. As you can see, there is, you can't really, you kind of can. There's some Oivarini on there. I know I'm probably saying that wrong. To me that says Oivarini, but I know the I's are pronounced as E's, so it's Oivarini. Either way, It is its 40th year this year. This, combined with this, is unbelievable. And to wash it all down, another favourite of this month is Aqua water. I absolutely love these waters. They are so good. It's just some carbonated water with a little hint of flavouring, and it is unbelievably good. June has been quite warm here in Finland, like some temperatures as far up as, I think it was 30, 31, 32 at one point. It has been very warm, so these have been very welcome. And look, you may not see it, but the bottle itself has a lot of condensation because it's so cold. But cheers. It has 0 calories, which is another benefit. Yeah, it doesn't really have anything at all, if you can see. There we go. As you can see, there is 0 of anything. There's no energy. You don't get any calories, obviously. There's no fat, no carbohydrates, no sugar, no protein, no salt. Unbelievably good for what it is. The only thing is, it is somewhat expensive. Like this was I think €2.49. It's a bit steep for what it is, but it is unbelievable. This is the one I have because this was the one that was always in the S market closest to us. There are a few more different flavors. This one is Vadelma, which is raspberries, obviously, with the raspberries in the front. There are a few more. I tried one before that was pomegranate and blackberry, or blueberry, sorry. Just as good as this. But this was the one that was easier to pick up, and this is the one that has made it into the video. If you want something quick, refreshing, and just so satisfying when it's warm, this is your friend. My final like for June 2018 is a streaming platform. It is HBO Go, or HBO Nordic, miniseries Chernobyl. Now, I know Chernobyl didn't start in June, but it did finish in June. That's why I've added it to this list. First up, we'll talk about Chernobyl. The miniseries Chernobyl was unbelievably good. It was utterly fantastic. If you know the story behind Chernobyl, yeah, that's fine. You know, we did going in, but it was fantastic to just watch it all dramatized and kind of in front of you. It was fantastic. Unbelievably good. And if I am not correct, or if I'm not mistaken, it is now the highest rated show on IMDb ever. So in theory, it's the best TV show ever. Now, as I was talking to a friend the other day, he was saying, it's good, but I think a lot of those ratings came from angry people who were angry with the way Game of Thrones ended. Just decided to upvote Chernobyl to kind of get it higher than Game of Thrones. But if that was the case, fair enough, but it is still worth its rating. It is unbelievably good. If you haven't seen it, definitely watch it somehow. If you live in the Nordics, HBO is only €9. That on its own is worth that sub fee. Unbelievably good. The bee just flew into the window. Now on to part 2 of this final favourite for June, is HBO Nordic itself, this actual streaming platform. Back in the UK, we had Netflix and Amazon Prime, because we didn't have any access to HBO. That was one thing I was absolutely busting to get when we got here, was HBO. HBO is fantastic when you think about the shows that have come out of it. The Sopranos, Flight of the Conchords, The Wire, got Sex in the City, True Detective, I can't name them all, and now Chernobyl. Band of Brothers and the Pacific, all those World War II things. Absolutely fantastic. What we learned when we were moving, in the process of moving, that the things that we would watch back in the UK, you know, Amazon Prime for Vikings, and The Office US was on Netflix and it jumped to Amazon Prime in the UK. Here, it's all on the same platform, which I love. We can log into HBO Nordic and we can watch The Office, we can watch Parks and Rec, we can watch Vikings, The Handmaid's Tale, any HBO show, it seems to have a Netflix type of deal here, that it gets a hell of a lot of things that were on different platforms back in the UK and just holds them all in one. So for example, when the new series of Vikings come, we'll not have to get Amazon Prime. We can just watch on HBO Go. If we wanted to rewatch The Office, which I've just finished again for like the 7th time, it's on HBO Go. We're watching through Parks and Rec, HBO Go. We haven't started any major TV series because we're in the process of moving out of this house into our own place, and we are building quite a big list of things to watch. It's so exciting to finally just get access to these when we want. We will of course eventually get Netflix for those Netflix exclusive shows like Stranger Things and Orange is the New Black and Black Mirror and things, but for now my streaming platform of choice for June 2018 is HBO Nordic. There we have it, June 2019's favourites. Donegal pizza from Birka, Bon Aqua water, Oivarini margarine spread olive oil butter thing, Fatzer's Jostersampulat, and HBO Nordic. If any of these are favourites of yours, let me know below. If they're not, again, let me know below. It'd be quite interesting to see why you don't like certain things. July 2019's favourites will be from a different location. As I've said before in a previous video, this is my brother-in-law's room. And if you're watching, by the way, thank you for allowing me to do this. This is your space and I appreciate it, so thank you. It will be from our own place. As I said, we're moving out and we're so kind of excited to move and get started in a new place. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, ring the bell, share this video around. I appreciate any feedback on the video. It's always good to interact with you guys. And until the next time, I will see you around. Keep peace.